G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part 13 of my beginner's Primal Strike Elementalist playthrough. Last episode was a bit of a farming episode, and that's allowed me to balance the resistances to the point where everything is capped in ultimate. However, we did unfortunately, yeah, the armor's not great, let's just put it that way. So I'm going to be on the lookout for new armor and armor-related things. Now, one of the things that I did find that will help with that is the potent Dermopteran chitin here. This is an augment from Homestead. It's going to give me 8% more armor on my weapon and 20% more stun resist, which is good. So let's go ahead and chuck that on there. The armor rating still didn't go up a huge amount, but, well, it's better. The other thing I picked up on the way to Ultimate here is I got 3 of these. The Divine Flame, Kaima's Chosen, Magic Augment, 75% lightning damage, 30% ele res. The Elemental res, I don't need it for fire, unless I take that off, then kind of maybe a little bit. But the extra cold and lightning will be useful. And also, if we come down here to lightning damage mod, we're only up to 735, so if we round that up to, or round it down, I guess, to 800, it's going to be a, you know, maybe like 12% damage increase. So definitely worth it, I think. Before I do that, have I already got any augments on these? I don't, so we're good to go. I just thought I may have augmented a piece of jewelry to get to this point. Speaking of things we managed to get our hands on, I do have the Empowered Perdition chest guard, which I think I probably will wear in 4 levels. If I can get a better one of these with more armor percentage, I think it goes up to 8%. I will definitely use that. But it is basically a minor downgrade on chest armor and an upgrade on everything else. Actually, I think it'll be a minor upgrade overall on chest as well. More health and slightly better resistances, since that 124% fire res on the Devil's Cage Hauberk there does nothing for me. It will, however, mean losing the proc, but I think I'm kind of okay with that. As far as the other things we farmed up, I've got a couple of decent pairs of legs here. None of these are amazing, but I think this is probably the best of the lot that I'm not wearing. The Mystic of Nature's Bounty, the one I'm wearing, does give me 2 skill points, it gives me resistance as I need, gives me a little bit of regen-related things, which generally Soleil's Sec pants don't give, and then it does give me the attack damage converted to health that comes with Soleil stuff. Also in between the episode, I went and killed Gollus one more time, just in the hopes that he would finally give me something good, and nope, he still hates me. So no good Gollus rings, and let's just go ahead and sell all of this. The pants here, that is a lot of armor, and I can wear this in 4 levels. I didn't mean to click on that. I think I'm going to hang on to these as well. These I'm going to probably keep, but I don't think these can actually drop anymore. Since it's a level 50 set and I'm level 61, I think I'm not going to be able to kill anything that can drop these anymore. So I'm not going to get that whole set. Right, with that out of the way, welcome to Ultimate difficulty. And let's get on with this. So, Act 1 in Ultimate, usually you can pretty much speedrun. Nothing here is particularly important to kill. There's no devotion shrines here that I really care about. I could go back to normal difficulty, actually, and go and collect the rest of the 6 devotion shrines that I didn't get there. But I'm going to collect them in Ultimate fairly quickly anyway, so I think it'll be fine. Now, in Ultimate, definitely important to keep your resistances maxed, but you're going to be expected to have resistance reduction on your main damage type as well. So, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to use the Whirly Boys a little bit more. I say unfortunately because I really don't like the skill in general. It's definitely powerful. It's just, I don't know. I don't like having to push the button every couple seconds. It's like Pneumatic Burst or Blood of Dreeg all over again, except it's every 4 seconds instead of once a minute. It's actually quite irritating. But it is what it is, so we make do. It's way too much damage to not use them. So there is that. I'm also going to be bashing all of the Aether Crystals because we're able to easily drop them again. And once we get to the Warden's Laboratory, we'll never really be running out of them ever again. So that'll be useful. Be able to do a decent amount of crafting with them. Okay, Kaizog on Ultimate. In normal difficulty, he can be a little bit of a pain. Especially if you have, if you're playing on Veteran, as I do, you actually need to worry about killing his friends first. You have to do all kinds of fun things. In Ultimate, assuming your build is up to the task, you just kill him. It's no big deal. Grab his loot, go up here, we're gonna bash these 2 crystals and whatever friends they summon. And then just take the devotion point and moonwalk out of here like we own the place. Actually, before I moonwalk out, let's go ahead and chuck that on there. 1 more point, and I'll be putting that on the Whirly Boys. On the little Wind Devils. And just watch how often they proc them. It's going to be crazy good. Actually, let me check before I leave the cave. Let me just check if I don't have any spare. Can I take that out? That would put me at 4 purple. I think I can take that out, maybe? Yeah, let's see if I can. The sooner you get your procs, and the sooner you can assign them to a skill, the sooner they'll start leveling up. Go ahead and... I will speak to them. Do I have 4 crystals on me? Of course I do. Give me my skill point, thank you very much. I guess it's 2 skill points. It also gives you the reward that you did not collect in Elite. So unless you ducked into Elite to get that reward, you should have got 2 skill points there. Which reminds me, I'm still running around without having spent it. So let's just take that out of there. Beautiful. And now we have Altos, which is going on to Wind Devils. Yes, I'm sure. What do we get next? We have 11 points. And I'll be honest, I didn't check the plan. So, I think it may have been Harvestman's Scythe and maybe the Spider? Or perhaps we could look into Tempest here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 1 in here required. That's 8. That would leave 3 points to probably get the Jackal. Or maybe the Eel for that little bit of avoidance. But that's future Packus' problem. For now, we just picked up a really nice proc. And we don't actually need to come back to town, I don't think, for much after this. So, before I get going, let's get some more Thermite Mines on the go. And we're at 50 on Spirit, 50 on Physique, and 10 on Spirit. I think I want 10 points in Cunning. Just a little bit more offensive ability. Last level, this was 100% and 10% crit chance. So I think I hit something considerably easier to get those numbers. But 97% is... it's borderline. I don't want to miss. Let's actually get the Whirly Boys out so you can see how often this goes off. There's one. There's another one. It's constant, let's just put it that way. Alright, Varus should go down in like 4 swings, I say, as it takes easily 8. But yeah, we now have the whirlwinds are now a large part of our damage. So you definitely want to keep them active now. So enjoy pushing this button every 4 to 8 seconds for the rest of the game. I did warn you back in the first or second episode that this was going to be a thing, so... I can't remember if I kept any of the necklaces, but we can just see how many I collect on the way past. And as soon as I get 3, that'll be fine. Go ahead and jump on these little patches here. Kill any slith that jump out. Especially the blue ones. We don't like the blue slith. Okay, Giant's Blood is up. The thing with Giant's Blood is I kind of don't expect it to ever trigger. Actually, what do I have it on, now that I'm thinking about it? Normally I put it on a circuit breaker, so is it on... yeah, it's on Blast Shield. So it should not, ever trigger. But it probably will at some point. I'll bite off more than I can chew, and it'll be useful. There we go. Easy clap. So I'm going to go up the right-hand side of the White Mire this time. Generally, maybe not generally, but often I'll go up the left side. For no apparent reason, honestly. You definitely should go up the right side here, because this is where all the quest NPCs are. I'm also considering dropping the Wendigo totem, is it? Yeah. I'm considering dropping this. We are getting a lot of free points out of having it, but I don't know that I particularly need it. Definitely need more of that, though. And we'll take some more cunning as well. Yeah, I'm definitely considering dropping it. Though for 2 points, it's probably worth keeping just for bosses. It's free healing. I just don't know that it's needed healing. Alright, you guys can go as well. Here's Milton home. Can he come out and play? Nope, he's already gone to another friend's house. That's fine. Let's see if he's down here. He is not. Which means he is definitely over here, so let's go get him. Okay, and he will melt very, very quickly here. We are actually shredding a lot of resistances here. What are we actually shredding? So there's 25. The Wind Devils are 12 plus 26. Actually, that 12 doesn't count because we're getting 20 from the Viper. Then we're also getting... I think I had those on the Wind Devil. But we're also getting, whatever, 18% or whatever that was. So, what, 70, 80%? Something like that? So things that were nearly immune to lightning should be taking full damage now. And things that were taking full damage before should be taking almost double. It's not quite how it works, but we'll just pretend it is for now. Okay, must remember to throw the Wind Devils out. I've gotten used to not summoning them, so I need to remember that they exist again. Okay, Devotion Shrine. Well, let's go. Now, I guess the question here is, do I take the Harvestman's Scythe for more regen stuff, and then either the Eel or the Jackal or some other 3-pointer, or even a partial Devotion? Or do I try and get another skill to proc the Lightning Bolt? I think the answer is going to be Harvestman's Scythe, honestly. Don't really want another button to push. I think 2 damage procs is already enough, or even too much at this point. So yeah, I think we'll take the Scythe here. So we'll get a little bit of movement speed and energy regen. The big thing with the Scythe is all the increased health. That increased healing effect is going to be really good, and the regen stuff at the end also quite good. We don't need anything else here, so let's bounce back to the Rift Gate. I'm not going to bother with Isaac's stash, so let's just go rescue our merchant. think I've got my 3... Where are we? 3, 3, 3. Oh no, I've only got 2. Okay. So I do still need to kill Slith. Just enough blue ones to drop another necklace, and we'll be fine. There we go. All done. Definitely don't need any more now. I mean, I'm going to kill him anyway, but I don't need to pick up the necklaces. We can also, assuming this is the cave I think it is, we can duck in here and get the rovers. Nope, it's not the right one. This is going to be the primordial cave. May as well go kill him. Why not? We're in the area. Dodging the Sunder. This guy is very similar to what's her face, the Slith underneath the town. There we go. Stone Treaders, many as Bastion, and that's another +1, I think, amulet. +1, yep, that's the occultist one. So, a little bit of Iskandras, and then elemental converted to acid. So, pretty nice necklace. And his Bastion can be eaten. And yeah, we absolutely did not need to come in here. This is not the cave I thought it was. I think the Rover's Cave is actually in the White Mire, and it's the one that's not on the map. So I'm not sure why I thought it was that one. Because that one is very much on the map. Alright, haven't found a merchant yet, so he's, yep, there he is. I was going to say he has to be over here. Now, you definitely do not want to extort him in Ultimate, because there is no other difficulty or higher difficulty that you're going to go to later where you can fix that mistake, so... Wrath. So make sure you are nice to your merchants, and don't accidentally misclick the wrong option when you're talking to Isaac later. Or, not Isaac, sorry, Isaiah. No reason I'm pointing that out, just, you know, if someone was silly enough to do that kind of thing, they might need to hear that. Not me. Not me, of course. Probably not you guys either. Okay, nothing in here that is really important. It does look like I'm going to be funneled up here towards Reldorathus. Actually, why not? We'll duck in there and kill him. Why not? Do I have dynamite for that, though? Never mind. Not enough dynamite, and I don't have a Black Legion Smith at this point, so I actually don't have any dynamite. And I would have to go back to normal to get some. Which, yeah, I should have thought of that. Oh well, it is what it is. It's fine, we'll just push through Act 1. I shouldn't need any until we're up to the point where I can get them, so it'll be fine. There's another relic, and the obsidian seal, which I'm not using. I wouldn't mind actually getting a different ring, because the one I'm wearing, yeah, it's double rare, but it's not a Gollus ring, which means I'm missing out on 6 skill points by not using one. I just need to get better items. Ooh, Will of the Living. Okay, I think it's probably just about time to go back to town and vendor all this stuff. Will of the Living is... where is it? That one. No, that one. Aether Shield. This would be pretty good on the Death Knight, the Aether Death Knight, if you wanted to do Sword and Shield instead of dual wielding. Obviously you'd want the mythical version, but... Anyway, what do you got? Ring of Steel? No. We will be getting some better drops in Ultimate. You'll be getting more resistances. Better armor as well, as you can see from that. Now those Ascendant shoulder guards, I'm literally only wearing these for the piercing resist, so if I can get an item with more armor and, let's say, 40% piercing resist, I will absolutely swap it over. Similar for boots, I really need to get better boots. Something like these could be kind of okay. Not amazing, but okay, just for the proc on them. The armor is really good too. I'm going to hang on to those just in case I can use them later. And what did I just misclick to sell? Not really important. So I've just done pants, so I'm not worried about pants, but gloves. If I could get gloves with, let's say, Aether and piercing resist on them, that'd be pretty good. Would allow me to swap out of these ones. I don't know why I'm misclicking on things so much today. Alright, bank all this stuff, and then we'll go finish the act, or at least do a decent amount of running. That's fine. Alright, so I wasn't up to a rift gate yet. I probably should have killed the boss, gone out the rift gate, yada yada yada. It's fine though. We do have a devotion point to spend. And there we go, 200 health, 200 energy, a little bit more movement speed. All good stuff to have. Alright, everybody's favorite clay golem thing, stone golem thing, whatever you want to call it. It should die before it gets its sunder off. Even if it doesn't, this one doesn't matter. Okay, empowered perdition. Alright, that's the second piece of empowered perdition. So now we have the two-piece bonus, which is another 10% armor. So if I can, as soon as I hit 65, I'm going to swap these out, because that is a huge chunk of armor, especially considering this helmet. Yeah, 6% OA is actually pretty nice. It's, what, almost 100 offensive ability. But I need the armor. This is a melee build, so definitely want armor here. Okay, Duncan, yep, absolutely. I will find Angrim, and I'm going to take his side, so sorry about that. Usually you want to take Duncan in normal, although it doesn't really matter. Duncan will give you a little bit more XP for a little bit more running around. And then once you get to ultimate, you definitely want Angrim. Just for his crafting bonus, a chance to get extra armor on items. Okay, Angrim, I'm here. Duncan, you could join us. Side with Angrim, there we go. The other good thing about picking Angrim to side with is you don't have to run back to Duncan to talk to him and then go to town to turn the quest in. You just talk to Angrim there and then go to town and turn the quest in. It's really good. Arcane Winds, no, not what I was thinking. I think I was thinking of Insight, the energy proc. I also don't know if we need it so much anymore. Not really having energy issues. Okay. Double rare chest that I'm not going to be using. What else do we pick up there? Pants and a helmet by the looks. So Ice Spike proc is not great for this build. It's not horrible, but it could be better, let's say. Okay. Everybody loves these bad boys. Including me. There we go. Whoop, hit him one more time. Totem complete. Let's see the loot. We got 3 blues there by the looks of it. Shoulder guard of the Paragon, Guardsman Spaulders, 2 blueprints. Actually, it was 4 blues. None of which I think I'm going to use. There we go. Alright, let's go rescue Steven Seagal. Otherwise known as Ulgrim in this universe. But it's the same thing. You got, yep, here he is. Narblgal, the Stormseeker. I think he wins the award this episode for most messed up name. Also, actually, kind of most cool name. I kind of like that one. Alright, Olgrim here is the cook, who is such a massive badass that he can live in a tent in the middle of the apocalypse, all by himself, and nobody messes with him. Like, all the monsters just know not to go near him. Yeah, don't mess with this guy, he'll mess you up. Alright, made it to Burrich here. I'm going to pop the gate, do the fight, and then we're going to go back and kill Hagra and whatever the other one's called. The two zombies that I missed. I'm going to go kill them. Okay, get the cold one before they get up and freeze me. Lovely. Crimson Bane is dead. Okay, we picked up another blue, which is very, very nice. Now, when you get to this point in Ultimate, you have a choice to make, because you can go in here, pop this door open, kill whatever's in here, and grab this book. Well, you should do this anyway, but you have a choice between killing Durrani, in which case he will not be available in the Crunley's Lair area, and so you won't be able to farm him for extra reputation if you want to get the Crunley Nemesis. Or you can accept his explanation. He'll give you a key, and then that'll get you into the Depraved Sanctuary without having to farm for a new key, which also could be good if you're interested in the MIs. We're going to take a quick little detour here into Smuggler's Basin. Because I'm feeling like a massive badass, I'm going to try and kill Gutworm here. This may be the end of the run right here, but we'll see, we'll see. So Gutworm actually hurts. Or at least normally, yep, there goes half my health bar. Okay, here comes the big hit. Boom! I probably should be dodging that, but once I'd survived the first one, there's no real point. So he's kind of scary, especially on normal or on veteran. You'll probably find him, you'll be around level 12, and there's this massive guy with a skull above his head. Big red letters, level 18. And he hits like a truck, and he'll chase you as well. He has, I think he basically has blitz. So he will run you down. He does a lot of damage with that one massive swing. Be a bit scary. But by the time you get to Ultimate, he's just another boss now. Okay, so Balros and Hagra. If I could stop being frozen, that'd be great. There's Markovian's stratagem. That's going to be the shield, is it? Nope, that's the metal. Let's actually have a look at that. I haven't looked at my metal for a while. So I can't block, so that entire bottom section with the proc is useless. And this doesn't really have resistance as I want. It has a lot of bonuses to shield and retaliation, which is, you know, not this character. Right, so we're done with that. Let's head back to the village. We'll go kill Krieg, and then we will worry about doing the sewers and moving on to Act 2. There's a decent chance we will get to Cronley today. You can get through Ultimate Act 1 relatively quickly. Not as quickly as if you'd done Elite as well, because your gear's not going to be that good. But it's still going to be better than normal. Alright, and one more. That was 63 as well. It's going to be very nice. Pendant of Valiance. Are you the last piece of that set? No, you are not. You are a different set, level 65, that does a similar thing. What is that? That would be both rings, amulet, and the metal. That's actually a lot. Oleron's Wrath and the Birch Peacekeeper, Firestorm Scepter, Codex of Reckoning. None of this stuff is great. Let's put it that way. This, however, this is great. I love this. More of this, please. So we're going to end up with minus 30% elemental resistance on Thermite Mine, and maybe we can find an item or two that'll give us a little bit more of that. And then all of our devotions, we'll get the whirly boys as well. We're going to be shredding a ton of resistances. And then everything we hit is going to proc lightning all over the place. It's going to be great. It's already pretty good, let's be honest. This little section here, I don't normally come into this section. Because generally, well not generally, watch what happens when I get in here. You just get swarmed. So if this was normal difficulty, or veteran difficulty, you end up getting buried in bodies, and it's very hard to click the exit to get out. And it's quite easy to die in here. I lost multiple Nightblades in here when I was still learning the game. Back when I was making dervishes and had no idea what to do with them. So, like, last week. Actually, I didn't make a dervish last week, but I still have no idea what to do with them. So, Grundlepith's tail, nice little MI there. And did I already pop his little collection? No, here it is. This Monster's Hoard, this is an Exalted Stash. Guaranteed blue item. There's another one on... Who's the other pit like this back near the start of the game? There's another Monster's Hoard. Pindle? No, not Pindle Skin. It's a completely different game. I can't remember his name. The other one of those. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go explore the start of Act 1. Alright, haven't found any. I think this should be my first fabric. Nope. Okay, they're all going to be in the house then. One here, one over there, and one up the back. Either that or I'm blind, which, I mean, we all already know that that's what's the answer here is. It's definitely I'm blind. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm not as blind as I thought I was. Nope. It's very unusual. You don't often get all three in the house like this. Origin of the Slith, Part 1. I didn't get my totem over here, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's see how lucky we are here, how much rerouting we need to do to get around the burning boxes. Computer says a little bit at least. So we can't go through there. That's blocked as well. Looks like we're going to have to go the extra long way through the tunnels here. The previous pet conjurer I made got to these tunnels and died in here. So I'll show you where it was. I think just here you can have a totem, if I'm not remembering the area incorrectly, but somewhere around here there's a totem. And I decided I was going to pop it, and then I went and stood next to a wall and got trapped in sort of... It wasn't here, it was... I want to say it was over here. Where I was standing like in here, and then the monsters just kind of pinned me against the wall, and that was the end of that character. So I'm not going to say I won't do totems in here anymore, but I definitely respect them a little bit more. At least on squishy summoners. Alright, we made it at the back here. Just go and grab my devotion shrine first. That's honestly the thing that I want. Also need to rescue the apprentice, but I'm definitely here for the shrine, not the apprentice. We will have easy access to an inventor in Act 6, or the start of Forgotten Gods. So you actually don't need to go and collect the apprentice, although it's pretty easy XP, so you may as well. There's a lot of stuff came out of this thing. Wilescorn braces, another blueprint to eat. No MIs there, I don't think. I think my inventory might be full.
My inventory is full.
Yep, it's definitely full. How are we doing for bits, actually? 1.2 million. That's quite low, now that I'm looking at it.
My inventory can't carry anymore.
Okay. We'll go empty the inventory. She's convinced me she can't carry anymore. It's too heavy. Alright, my good friend Luther Graves, we are going to sell all of this, not the boots. Actually, let's put the boots over here, so maybe I can remember not to sell them. There is also always the, not possibility, but like, the likely, likely outcome that the inventory is not actually full. Okay, can I wear these? Can. Wait. That's also not too bad. Oh, that's the one I was looking at. Do it. I can actually wear these. I would lose the physical resistance. I would gain a little bit of armor. Lose some defensive ability. Do I want that? Let me see here. 18% is not quite... Oh no, that would be capped vitality. 12% chaos, that would be capped as well. I think I do want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Spent all that time trying to farm this guy. And then the first thing I do when I get to ultimate is I melt it. That's alright. I definitely want more armor. Ideally, I would like to... well, in 2 levels, we're going to put the perdition pieces on anyway. So that's going to be very, very good. With that in mind, what pieces do I actually need then? Helmet? Just kind of replace that. That's probably fine. Those gloves, I think, are... yeah, not so great. Alright, let's just get this done. There we go. I'm going to go back and we'll keep going until Krieg, and then I'll come back and deal with Durrani and etc. at that point. Don't know that I really need to be picking these up, but I will probably be glad that I did later. Okay. Don't see these guys in this area very often. So we've just hit Honored with the Outcast, and if that was any other faction, I would probably care. Unfortunately for her, she's not any other faction, and I kind of don't care. I will probably regret that later when I want to use one of her augments and I don't have access to it, but I'd have to exit to the main menu and go back to normal. Ah, screw it. We'll do it. I definitely shouldn't. But it's also free. Well, free. It's 80,000 iron bits for faster access to things that I'm not even sure I'm going to want. But we'll go and do it anyway. Why not? Do it properly. No shortcuts. We don't need to talk to her, actually. This guy. And as long as I'm here, you want to buy some stuff? Yeah, thought you would. So we've got Primal Strike on the shoulders. I don't think I'm going to have Revered anywhere near early enough for these to still be useful. Anyway, let's head back to Ultimate. So I've just picked up the Rift Gate in the Warden's laboratory, so we can just go straight there, picking up exactly where I left off, and it's all going to be fine. Got 2 more devotion shrines in Act 1 here. I'll have to go get the one that I missed, but that's alright. There's lots of XP in that area anyway. These spiders also... They didn't look like they were doing a lot of damage there, but they usually do. Alright, and just for fun, we're gonna do that totem. Why not? I can't see anything bad happening from popping probably the totem with the highest body count in this game. Nothing bad could possibly happen. I'm going to clear the area first, though. Which means the spider's up here. And do I need to go get them? Yeah, why not? If we're going to do something silly like popping that totem, then let's at least do silly properly. Okay, loot's off. I'm going to get all 3 of my little whirly boys freshly up, and let's go. I'm seeing an arcane here. He's got to go, for sure. As long as you can keep the numbers under control as they're coming out, should be okay. It's only when you get, you know, all of these big boys all charging you at the same time to the point where you have to run away. That's when you really have troubles. Alright, easy peasy. I never had any doubts. Right, we picked up a purple, which is the Venom Spine Greaves. These would be really nice for the next character it looks like I'm going to be doing, but not so great for this one. Let's pick these up. Colossal Bulwark. Not for this character. No other MIs at all. Colossal Fortress, I guess. Also not for this character, though. Still, nice little scrap there. That's probably going to be the most dangerous fight in Act 1. Barring something crazy happening, like having Nemesis with the Ethereals, which I don't have. So we can't play with Valderan, unfortunately. Although, Valderan would be very resistant to lightning, I think. But aside from that, I think we probably could take him. Maybe. I don't know. I'm completely guessing. I would definitely give it a shot. Banezal the Hellborn, okay. Just really hot on the day he was born. Which here in Australia, we just call that day Tuesday. Actually, weather here in Sydney has been pretty nice last few days. Nice, cool 28 odd degrees, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit's not real. You'll have to Google the translation. I'm not sure at all what 28 Fahrenheit is. It's probably somewhere around 70, if I had to guess. I think one of my American friends before, I was talking to him about the temperature difference. I think 100 Fahrenheit is somewhere around like 38 in Celsius. So it's going to be somewhere around 70 odd, I'd guess. But yeah, 28 Celsius, not a bad day. Nice and cool. Alright, here is the second to last devotion point for this act. Do I have 2? I have 3. Wow, I gotta get better about spending this. Okay. Physique and healing effect increase, which is really nice. A little bit of stats and some regeneration of various types. And then this one, this is the money node. I mean, obviously it's the last one, but 50 flat is probably going to turn out to be a couple hundred a second once we take all the percent bonuses into account. Getting chilled. That's no good. It's no good at all. One thing that is very good though, we now have unlocked Aether Crystal farming. So if you need Aether Crystals, Warden's Laboratory on Ultimate has got you covered. Already grabbed that one, didn't grab this one though, I always forget this one. So there are 14 Aether Crystals between here and the Rift. And depending on which way you go, you can skip some of them or not. Let's go this way, actually, get the ones at the top. Also, devotion... No, totem. Words are hard. This totem also can be the Ethereal Vanguard variety, which means this totem can be a little rippy, which is fine. I've already turned the loot off. There's 64, so one more level and we get a bunch of armor. Really looking forward to that. Dropped a triple rare? Double rare? Something like that. What do we got? Cortesian chest card, Ancestral Ward, Essence of Baronath. It's just a double. Well, I say it's just a double. That's more bleeding. No. So, eat the blueprints, and maybe we can Jenga this a little bit. There we go. Is there another blueprint? I thought there was another blueprint. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Hand of Altos up to rank 4, so that's more damage on that proc. We are now maxed out on Thermite Mines. One more point in Cunning. Should have got a decent amount... Oh, that's not good. I was going to say we should have got a decent amount of offensive ability from that node with the 4% Cunning. But I forgot we actually swapped the helmet out as well, so we lost a good chunk from that. Alright, a couple more Aether Crystals, because you know me, I love my Aether Crystals. Actually, what I love is being able to craft items and not have to go farm Aether Crystals every time.
I can't do that yet.
But, same idea, same idea. Right, back to town. And I'm just gonna sell everything, turn some quests in, why not? No. You'll be right. Okay, I am, like I said, checking boots. These, I would love to put these on. Look at all that armor. Almost 3 times as much armor and then 6% on top. Well, I guess the other one has 6% as well. I just can't justify it for the resistances. Unfortunately, I really need those resistances. Oh, also, found a dynamite. Alright, let's vendor the rest of this and go kill us a Krieg. I should be checking those boots and gloves. We got here a decent chunk more. Armor, offensive, casting speed. Actually, if this had Aether resistance, I would probably swap it. Oh look, gloves with Aether resistance. How much are we under by? 3%. So the current gloves, the 10 flat elemental damage is actually a big deal. The rest of the gloves, not so much. Elemental seal, yeah, it's nice. The rest of this... I would be gaining some chaos, which is good. Gain some pierce as well. I think I have to. Yeah. And then if I put an anti-venom salve on it as well, it'll be fine. Now, that does leave me 5% under for my good friend the Warden. I'm gonna make another anti-venom salve, just in case I do want to swap these back in. I may need them... I'm probably not going to, but maybe. What was the other thing I was thinking about? Oh, Aether resistance. Potions. So, 5% under for Krieg is probably not the best idea, so let's just go ahead and make 1 Wrathstone, and then Spirit Bane Ointment, done. I should have checked this actually before I did that. Oh look, Spirit Bane Ointments. Whoops. Oh, it is what it is. I'm back to capped resistances. Let's go kill Krieg.
What do you want?
Oh, well, I guess my double-clicking mouse decided that we're killing him.
Can't do that yet.
That's kind of frustrating. Oh well. Goodbye, Durrani. Definitely going to have to do something about these mouse buttons. Honored with Devil's Crossing. Alright. Well, you know what that means. What do we got now? Pet stuff? Vitality resist. Rings and amulet. Could actually use this. And then... at that point, I would not have needed the potion. Anyway, that's all good. Resistance is capped, potion is just extra overcap. Just in case, you know, the Warden happens to have a corrupted enemy nearby who shreds resistances for some reason. Alright, and I think we can get through here relatively quickly. There are some really juicy packs in here, so it can be, definitely can be worth it to kill some of these off. Things like this where it's, you know, 20 odd mobs on the screen. Kill them off, a couple more crawl out of the ground. Definitely can be worth killing them. And then you have my good friend Gethard? Gethrand. It's been a while, sorry. Forgot his name. So if you don't find him in this room here, he'll be either, well, he'll be in here, or I think he can spawn in this room as well, but he'll be in this area somewhere. Actually, he's at the end of this hallway too. So down here, he can spawn in this room or in this room. But it doesn't really matter if you don't find him. He doesn't have anything fancy. It's just, you know, it's fun to kill bosses. Should we go get the Exalted Stash? I think so. I think so. Why not? That's not the way to go, though. I have to go around this way. Also gonna have to kill this pack. I mean, it's a big pack. It's just kind of standing there. Like, it'd be rude not to, really. So the Exalted Stash in this area may not actually be here. There is a good chance that it is in a different area, but I am going to go and check. Now on the map here, you can see this little sticky outy bit. That's the cave. And you can see it also if you happen to spin your camera around. So, easy to miss it, but good chance of an Exalted Stash in here. There's a few other places it can spawn, so if you don't find yours in here, don't stress about it. Just next time you come back, check again. Assuming you ever come back, actually. Yeah, it's not looking good. The easiest way to check these caves is to just pick a wall and follow it. There's my stash. So I got lucky. Legionnaire's Rebuke, not so lucky. Go ahead and pick off Aldina, the Broodmother here. So this was actually quite a large pack, now that I'm looking at it. It's 3 heroes. So Hernia here. Sounds painful. Actually, not so much. And then you come out just here. And if you're in luck, or you didn't find your totem down here, then it'll be here. Occasionally you'll get neither, in which case it's going to be over here somewhere, but, you know, there's a totem generally in one of these 2 spots. White Mane Thunderstruck. Some of the names are very interesting. Okay, no more distractions. All we have left is the Warden, So let's go ahead and go say hi to him. Now the Warden, at this point in the game, you should be able to face tank him with no difficulty at all. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. If you've built your character similar to mine at this point, you will have enough regen to pretty much just laugh at all this. Health regen, I'm up to 1,500 a second, which is not as much in percentage terms as what it used to be. Used to, at one point, I think it was 4 or 5 seconds of regen would be enough to go from 1 HP to full. It's definitely not the case anymore. It's more like, what, 7, 8 seconds now? But 1,500 hit points every second is definitely a decent chunk of healing. And it's just from standing there, so pretty happy about that. Okay, let's kill Krieg. And like I said, I'm just going to blow him up. I'm even going to stand in his Aether because, you know, that's how I roll. There he is. Alright, last form. He's going to get 1, maybe 2 stomps off, and it just doesn't matter. And down he goes. Lovely. Alright, there's one more thing we need to do for Act 1, and that is collect that extra... Got a belt. +1 to Shaman, okay. No, but also not bad. We have to go and collect the 1 additional shrine just here near this bridge. So let's go do that. That'll get me, I think, the last piece of the Harvestman's Scythe there. Decent amount of regen stuff on that. And it's in a nice little hidden area. So we head across the bridge here as if we were heading into Ashes of Malmoth. Kill all this stuff off, or not, it actually doesn't matter. And we're going to walk under the bridge here. Now, a lot of you have already seen this, so it's not exactly the most well-kept secret in the world. I thought I killed him. Anyway. Do get the totem as well, which is nice, but I would have preferred to not have to run all the way around. Okay, old mate the reflective has got to go. Regenerator, no problem. Alright, everybody's dead. Sash of the Bloodlord is not good for this build. Same with all these blues. I think I've got a couple of blueprints now though, so... Primal Instinct is a pretty good pet. I think that's +1 to Shaman as well. But pretty good pet relic. Annihilation, I use that on the Purifier, actually. Not for long, but I did use it. So yeah, if you have to go all the way around, it's unfortunate, but you can still get here. Then we go under the bridge here, and there's a nice little hidden cave right here. This is going to take us through this little tunnel, and then up onto a secret private island, where all the rich people are planning to ride out the apocalypse. Unfortunately, the apocalypse found them as well. Definitely want more points in this. I just don't think I have the points to spare. I really do like Ulzwin's Flame and Vindictive Flame and what is it? Ulzwin's Torment? Ulzwin's Wrath. Something to do with Ulzwin anyway. But yeah, I really like that skill. Might even be taking the crown from Spectral Wrath as my favorite skill. Maybe. Kind of just does everything. It's really good. Alright, so there's a couple things we're looking for here on this island. There's 65, which I'm excited about. So we get a whole bunch of extra armor, and guess who gets to play the Balance the Resistances game again? That's right, it's me. Yeah, there's 2, potentially 3 things on this island that we're looking for. First one is the Exalted Stash, which can be over here. I haven't got the easy spot this run. The other thing is a treasure trove, and then the other thing is another treasure trove. You can actually have two on this island, which would be nice. Let's pop that. And I know we're in combat, but I'm going to spend that now anyway. Okay, so the scythe is now done. Come down here. I'm looking for treasure troves, exalted stashes. I know it's on this island somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it. There's one treasure trove. So there's a 1 in 6 chance that you'll get 2. Looks like I got them all. And definitely going to take a screenshot of that. You don't see this very often. Having 2 treasure troves and an exalted stash on one screen. Very, very rare. Let's just get rid of the unending horde of zombies. Anybody else need to explode? No, we're good? Okay. There we go. Screenshot taken. I don't have 2 dynamites. Oh no. Alright, well, I guess I'm only getting 1 after all. I can't even go and craft one because we don't have a Black Legion smith. So I have to leave that one. I literally cannot blow that open. That's... I mean, it's funny, but also, boo! Okay. So we've got all 8... I think. Let's just double check. There should be 8 devotion shrines. No, I'm missing the one underneath, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. That's kind of depressing, actually. Vindictive, yep, gruesome and bloody. Lovely. Right, we have some gear juggling to do. I think first, however, I'm going to... Checking resistances on gloves and boots here. Gloves. That's actually a decent amount of res. We'll hang on to that for the moment. What do you do? Revenge. Main hand damage. Okay, that's actually not bad, because my main hand does lightning damage. So this is a lightning damage, return fire kind of proc. Still not very good. Let's chuck that in there. Let's actually go and do the sewers first. And then I'll worry about juggling gear. Did not want that. What was that ring I just sold? Curse Bearer, okay. This one, I mean, empowered not so much, but the mythical version of this is definitely worth keeping. Any jewelry that has a proc that shreds resistances is something you want to hang on to, even if you're not using it for your current build. Right, have I got scrap on me? I do. The perfect amount. Is this enough? Glad I could help. Since when? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, let's go. Speak faster, Barnabas. I'm on the clock. Definitely don't actually need the whirly boys at this point. I just like seeing the lightning fly everywhere. Alright, we're going to rush through this a little bit. The only thing in here that I actually need to kill is, what's her name, the Slith at the end. And I want the Devotion Shrine, obviously. But don't need to kill anything for the Devotion Shrine, it's just insert item, receive point. So we are definitely going to do that. I think that should leave me with three more points I need. Something like that. Maybe slightly more. Curse of Burridge, that can stay on the floor. All this stuff can stay on the floor. Okay, I've got to kill that pack of blue Slith. Nobody likes the blue ones, let's be honest. Okay, here is my good friend Veloth. promise I didn't forget your name, Veloth. We're still friends, right? Okay, Sundered, and I don't think I care. She's gonna die really quickly. Doesn't really do enough damage, so there we go. You know what, we'll pick up the blues. And I'll pick up her ring. Why not? Alright, and what do we got? So we will actually have 5 more points. Oh, you know what? What about the crab? Crab is really good because you get all that OA and DA, and it's elemental stuff as yeah, we're getting the crab. I don't know why I didn't think of the crab. It's probably on the plan. I should go and look at that. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.